Hello, everybody. So today we're going to go over two really important programs that I feel like are really great for society and everybody that they could potentially get involved in. So the first one is the Anti-Human Trafficking Intelligence Initiative. So one big thing I want to point out before I start is this is going to be for people that are really motivated to fight human trafficking, but also don't really know how to get involved, but at the same time also gain the necessary soft skills and technical skills to actually help you in your own job and to help you advance yourself to progress. So I'm just going to kind of go over what they do. So big thing here, prioritizing the human and human trafficking. Right there, you can see volunteer that you can click, and that'll take you to another screen that you can then apply. Here's the latest news and events. They're talking about different things related to human trafficking. Here's some guiding principles: accelerate the abolition of modern slavery through strategic partnerships in finance, technology, and boots on the ground. So a lot of these guys, what they do is they track finances, money laundering, to kind of identify human traffickers and people to work with law enforcement to also capture them. So they're really great. They have a lot of veterans and intelligence people, law enforcement that work with them. I think the owner, when I've spoken with him, he does a lot. His background is in money laundering. So they are really good at collaborating with all these nonprofits. They have a lot of different partners that I'll show you. And then they're trying to disrupt the economics of human trafficking by developing technology aimed at connecting financial institutions with collaborative data. So they're basically working together to find these guys, follow the money. That's a big thing. Hence the followmoneyfightslavery.org. And they work with a lot of volunteers, essentially these people. And I've talked to a few that are volunteering. It's pretty easy to get on. And what I really like about it is when you do volunteer, you tell them your schedule, you tell them your skill sets. And what's great about this, if you don't have a lot of skill sets to begin with, but you can speak, you can communicate, you can research, that's great. I mean, I know sometimes it's hard to get experience, but this is a great place to start if you're trying to find experience, and it's a great field to get into. But even if you're not trying to get in this field, just the experience alone on your resume will be huge. And they're always looking for volunteers. Like, they don't have enough right now. So if you want to do this, go apply. So I just want to read their mission: combat global human trafficking by leveraging corporate social responsibilities directly through awareness, intelligence, technology advancement, and strategic data collaboration. Our vision: disrupt the operations, economic anonymity of human trafficking at the source. By partnering with economic gatekeepers such as financial institutions and corporations, we can cumulatively intervene in criminal access to financial markets. So, like I said, a lot of stuff is the finances, following the money. You can also check out some of their blogs on here. So if that's something interesting to you, if you don't know a lot about human trafficking, please check this stuff out. And you can also donate. And here's some partners. They do a lot with data. So data science, huge. Trends, analysts, great people to work with. Here's just some of the in the news. So take a look at this stuff as well if you want to find out more. And if you click the apply button, you'll actually be taken here. I've actually spoken with Sam. What they'll do is once you enter your information and send the information out, they will get back to you if you want to volunteer. You'll tell them about your background, your schedule, what you can do, how many hours a week. And, as soon as you're working with them in a project, you'll be able to essentially get working with people, and it's going to be remote. So you can do this at your house, working with people around the world, fighting human trafficking. I don't think you can get any better than that. There's also a couple other things I've talked to with some of them. You can also get some certifications in money laundering and financial stuff in that sector and criminal justice area. So you could also get certs out of this as well, which is huge. So you're getting experience, certs, collaborating, building partnerships. So, it really benefits everybody. But like I said, if you are not doing anything at this time and you really want to make an impact in society and you can do it at your own home, this is great volunteer service / internship, and I think it's a good opportunity for basically anybody. So just check it out. I'll put the link below. So next we're going to talk about the H.E.R.O program. This is through the DHS. I kind of work with DHS, ICE. They go through a lot of human traffickers. So this one says the H.E.R.O Child Corps, the Child Rescue Corps, which is basically made up of a bunch of veterans, Intel. Just right then, they fought a foreign battle to protect our nation. Now, elite group of warriors is stepping onto the most important battlefield in their lives, hunting child predators and rescuing children in danger. So it's a 1-year program for wounded, ill, and injured service members. They're partnered with the National Association to Protect Children, U.S. Homeland Security Investigations, and the U.S. Department of Defense. It's a 12-week of intensive training in counter child exploitation digital forensics, followed by paid internship in a HSI field office. So also not a bad program, but if you're not a veteran, you may not need to really see this part. But if you have friends that are veterans and you want them to get involved, I highly recommend checking this out. So if you guys don't know too much about it, here it shows a map of the 300,000 suspects seen trafficking and child abuse images and videos. So kind of a lot that they've just put right here. And basically just talk about the technologies they can use to track these people in cyberspace. I've actually done a bit of computer forensic stuff myself. It's really cool, but you do have to get involved with stuff that, you know, isn't really, you're not really going to like child pornography thing, images you're not going to get used to. So if that isn't your thing, then don't choose to go this route. But if you don't care and you want to stop these guys, then I think this is a great program to apply to. Okay, let's go check out the requirements. Just meet protect eligibility requirements as a wounded, ill, or injured U.S. military veteran or a transitioning member. Pass the background checks. Obtain and keep a top secret clearance. Another great benefit. So that'll basically guarantee you a great job afterwards. You got to complete the interview process and must attend and complete all 12 weeks of training in a 9-month internship. Not a bad deal. I think it's a great program. I think he started at the GS7. And here we go here. So this just tells you what the H.E.R.O program is, the Human Exploitation Rescue Operative, as I discussed what it was before. And you know, this is great, honestly, to just get a lot of experience, even if you don't get a job with them afterwards. It says here the program was developed and is operated by the National Association to Protect Children. Here's some technical training qualifications. So so a lot of computer forensics and digital forensics. You're going to go through emails on the computer file systems, and it looks like you're going to do a 9-month internship with law enforcement as a computer forensic analyst, which is a field that's highly in demand right now. So it says the 12-week trainings followed by an internship. You're going to do this in Fairfax. You're going to get a couple certifications. There isn't any financial cost to this. And during the internship, you're going to be at the GS5 to 7 level. There's no guarantee of employment, but like I said, if you're getting a clearance and able to work with these guys and do great stuff, I doubt you're going to have a hard time finding a job afterwards. And it looks like their location will be turned by the office itself, but they're going to try to make it every effort possible so you're closer to family and home. So this basically is going to prepare you for, you know, computer forensics work or being even in law enforcement itself to protect kids. So great program. So this part goes over kind of how they do it. So there's the dark web, I think is a good way to describe this, and how they're getting this child pornography through places and how they track these people. And this goes a little bit more about some of the jobs you can get in salaries. And right here, it talks about how you can apply. So right now, it didn't look like they have an application period open now, but you'll see an apply now sign on there when there is. So I'll put the link to this below. When you want to apply, if you're looking to apply, you can check that out. And there's also some questions here. So you probably can ask these guys when they're open up. So big thing, human trafficking is a big issue. So if that's something you want to get involved in, I think both these programs are pretty great. This one, obviously, H.E.R.O program for veterans only, and the first one is essentially anybody, and you don't even need to be in school. But even if you're working full time, you can work on a project. But big emphasis is you're doing a remote program at home, building your experience, learning skills, getting certifications. Like, they're looking for people constantly to do this because, you know, they don't have all this money to throw at things, and you can do this research. I mean, I think communication, outreach, I mean, there's so much stuff that they can do and that you can contribute. So if that's something you're interested, please apply, check it out, talk to Sam. They're really great people, really nice. You can probably get on a call with them. If you have any questions, hit me up and I'll let you know. I can answer some other questions, and I'll get some research and put some links in there. But hopefully I'll see you guys next week.